Hello. Hello, Riku. Congrats on first. Hello, everybody. Yeah, hi, Fluff. Yes, nap time's over. I'm gonna start talking. I will be quiet later, but not right now. As you may have noticed, there's a cat in the way. Hello. I have a Fluffy in front of me. She is taking up the entire space of the camera right now, aren't you, Fluff? Just give me the look of why are you talking? Kitty, yeah, she's the actual kitty. You guys rarely ever get to see her. Ew. That's my face. Kitty stream. Yeah, this is no longer a booster box opening. It's now a kitty stream. And I just pet the kitty. At least until she gets annoyed with me. Yeah? Yeah, Fluffball? Yes, you are giving me funny looks. How is everybody? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I'm starting my weekend now, which is happy for me. I'm very excited about that. Nah. I get to play Portal with a friend tomorrow off stream, and then Momo and I are trying to organize some more Air Riders for Friday that will be on stream, as that was Chaos, and we want to do it again. So I'm excited about that. And then I have got more things that I'm excited about as well. Yes, Fluffball. Wow, he is so soft. He is the soft kitty. Are you just gonna lay on my mouse? Is this your entire plan now? Because that's not gonna stay still for you. She's now nudging the mouse like, what is this thing? Did you just pause the music? All on your own? You fluffing weirdo? Oh my word. So yeah, things are going pretty well. Aside from that, I've got some stuff I gotta do over the next couple days. And then I gotta plan and organize, get stuff ready for going to visit Tenshi, because that's going to happen eventually. What the heck? Kitty, would you stop pausing my music? He's so cute. It's hard to be mad at her. So we're gonna be a little delayed because obviously we've got a fluff ball where the camera should be. Her and her little socks. You just get nothing but fluff. Here, let me see if I can just. Wow, there she is. Look at her. Say hi, fluff ball. Look at her, she's so cute. Yeah. Yeah, a little camera shy too, huh? She's so fluffy. She's so adorable. She's just begging for pet. Yeah. Cute little thing. And letting me do all the chin scritchies and whatnot too. So set that back to where it was. But how's everybody else doing? How was everybody? We're about what, halfway through the week now? Assuming that, you got weekends off. Yeah. Oh, there she goes. She got excited by something. She heard something that excited her. All right. Bah. We have this to open. An Edge of Eternities Magic the Gathering booster box. I was not intending on doing another Magic booster opening stream for a significant amount of time. I'm doing okay. I'm playing Zenless Zone Zero. Nice. Heck yeah. Zenless is fun. Lots of good animators doing very cool stuff there. I need to play more Arknights. I'm finally far enough in where I'm starting to learn about the factory and helping the factory grow. And I'm wanting to get into the base building more, because right now it doesn't feel like there's enough unlocked for me to do anything with it. But I want to do more. All right. I have yet to draw anything overly insane from any of my packs so far, but this is the spaceship set. My best deck comes from this set, and it is disgusting. I'm not sure what I could pull or what I'm hoping to get, but Katsubro was like, yo, what's your favorite set? And I was like, you know, you'll probably get me something fun from it. No, he just freaking goes ham and mirrors what I did for him for Christmas, which was I sent him an Avatar The Last Airbender booster box for Christmas, and so he's responded in kind. Ooh, Full Art Mountain. Nice. Here, let me go ahead and calibrate a little bit here. There we go. Nice. I love these full art lands from Edge of Eternities. They're so good. Just the spaceship flying through such a heated area for the mountain. It's so good. Zami's Curiosity. You gain 2 life, create a lander token. Okay. Sacrifice this token. Oh, jeez. Okay, so you just gain 2 life and then create lander token. Got it. Slag Drill Scraper or Scrapper. Sacrifice another artifact or land, draw a card. Interesting. Decode Transmissions. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, or spell was warped this turn, you draw 2 cards, and if each opponent, okay, loses 2 life. So under the right conditions, you draw 2, and then everyone else gets pinged. Cryogen Relic. When this artifact enters or leaves the battlefield, draw a card. Pay 2, sacrifice this artifact, put a stun counter on up to 1 target tapped creature. Oh, gross. Squire's Light Blade. Last when this equipment enters, attach to a creature you control. That creature gains first strike until the end of turn. Not the best thing in the world, but it's a card. Gene Pollinator. Tap an untapped permanent you control and add 1 mana of any color. So, okay, I see. Lost in Space. Target artifact or creature's owner puts it on their choice of either the top or bottom of the library and then surveil 1. So removal and then surveil. Debris Field Crusher. A spaceship. When this spacecraft enters, it deals 3 damage to any target, and then you can station. At 8, it gains flying and has an ability of red and colorless. This spaceship is +2/+0 until end of turn. Okay. That's not great. Nemon. Uthros Exile. Legendary creature Jellyfish Advisor. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. I see. This may end up needing to go to Kilo. I will set that to the side. Elder Blade. Creature gets +3/+1. Void. At the beginning of your end step, if non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, or if a spell was warped, attached to creature. Okay, so you can just, it's a free attach, essentially. Seam Rip. When the situation enters, exile non-land permanent with an opponent controls the mana value 2 or less until this. Okay, so just it seals it away. Thydrine. Synthesis. Amalgam. I can't speak. I can't spell. Trample. The Adrene enters with a number of 1/1 counters equal to the amount of mana spent to cast it. Whenever you attack, you may remove a 1/1 counter from each 2 creatures you control. If you do, draw a card. Create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact feature token. Okay. Interesting. Then Ice Cave Crasher. Trample and Landfall. Okay. A bunch of very interesting cards so far. I'm gonna separate the tokens and everything. I'm learning more about some of the cards that I'm getting and the possibilities of decks that could be built. The Hope S-Time deck is finally in a playable state. I look forward to getting walloped with it. And yes, somebody else is doing the walloping instead of me. Ooh, that's a fun little forest there. Another token. Lander and a robot. Nebula Dragon. When this creature enters, deals 3 damage to any target. It feels really expensive for just a 4/4 that pings for 3. Grab Pack Monoist. When this creature dies, create a tap 2/2 robot artifact creature token. Okay. Cryo Shatter. Enchant creature. Enchant creature gets -5, -0. Enchant creature becomes tapped or is dealt damage. Destroy it. Damn. Damn, so you can't do anything. Buff Blade Enhancer. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Okay. And then you can warp it for less. Shattered Wings. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying, then surveil 1. Mechanozoa. Robot Jellyfish. When this creature enters, tap target artifact creature opponent controls, put a stun counter. Okay. Nothing crazy there. Mold Strider's Gear. This creature enters attached to a creature you control. Gets +1, +2/+1 has reached. And it has to equip for 5 after that. Okay. Really good on enter. Hey, good day, Katsuo of the card opening Titans. Hello, Belle. How are you doing? Ugh. I hope you are having a good time. Melt Strider Uologist. Wherever a creature with a 1/1 dies, you draw a card. That seems like it would be... There's a lot of cards that I'm seeing that would be really good in the Tidus deck that I need to get. Playing Enfield. I need to play Enfield. That's my plan after stream, because I'm going to play Enfield. Because I am behind everybody out that I know. It's quite fun. It's so much fun. I'm finally getting to the point where I can start doing stuff with my factory. I've only played about 6 hours. I need to play more. I'm so behind. Turned up to target. Like I've done essentially my dailies and then that's it. Because I haven't been able to play like 12 yesterday. Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing more Arknights for sure. Alpharel, Dreaming Acolyte. When Alpharel enters, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact card. During your turn, he has Death Touch. Okay. Annul, counter target artifact or enchantment spell. Okay. Requiem Monolith. Until the end of turn, target creature gains. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, you may draw that many cards and lose that much life. Okay. Sorcery. Got it. Divert Disaster. Target spell unless controllers plays 2. If they do, create a lander token. Interesting. Sus. Very sus. I should also set the foils aside because of how I've been sorting stuff. Oh, the factory must grow if you're cracking packs. Indeed. The factory will grow after we crack all the packs that Katsuburo gave us. Hey, Pyro. How's it going? I'm assist. Sus? What? But yeah, I need to play more Arknights. Actually, I'm probably going to play a little bit on stream because I've been wanting to do all of my polls on stream rather than off stream. So I haven't really pulled it all. And I've got polls saved up and ready to go. That is a Cool Plains, another lander token, and then a human soldier token. Slag Drill Scrapper, Decode Transmissions, Hillvoy Operative. Whenever you cast your second spell, each turn put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Nice. The funny thing is that I probably am... I'm not going to pull for... Oh, what's her name? Frick. Hang on, let me set this down. I don't know if I want to pull for Leviton. I'll be honest. I want to wait for Yvonne. But I might give it a shot. I might throw a YOLO pull at it and see what happens. See if my rank EX luck has anything for me. Exosuit Savior. When this creature enters the turn, 1 target permanent you control is puts under his hand. Okay. Nutrient Block. Artifact Food. This artifact's put in a graveyard from the battlefield. Draw a card. Okay. Let's Strider's Gear. I think my next temple will be Petty. That's how hard I've been trying to get her. Damn. Extra Giberta anyway. Yeah, I'm not too stoked on Gilberta. I also know I can't. I don't want to whale, so I don't want to go for units randomly. Because I know Arknights is a lot harsher with its pull rates than what I've been playing lately. Pinnacle kills ship. When this spacecraft enters, it deals 10 damage to one target creature. Damn. That's crazy. Steel Swarm Operator flying. Add blue. Spend this mana, only cast an artifact spell. Tapped, add 2 blue. Spend this mana, upgrade effects of artifact sources. Okay. I see. Tunic, Memorial Ensign, Landfall. 1 damage to each opponent. And then draw a card. Surian Dingecraft. When the spacecraft enters, each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. Damn, that's crazy. Ooh! Breeding Pool. Okay. Pay 2 life if you don't enter tapped. Oh, that's a really cool land. It's not too bad. 80 is for 50-50. 120 is for 100%. Okay, so it's actually slightly better than something like Genshin or Star Rail, where you would have to go 180 for 100 if you're going from 0. Instead, it's 120. But I imagine you can't store like a guarantee off of a bad 50-50 for an next banner, though. I don't know how it works. I'm guessing that's how it is, but I don't know. But that means you want to save. If you and Enfield made it better, you carry okay, so you carry something over. Okay. That's even better. Okay, good. Good. That's actually really nice. That is really nice. I'm not sure how much it is. Again, I probably still want to be careful. I want to try and guarantee it if I can, but who knows? I think I'm just going to take what comes my way and just be happy with what I get. Virus Beetle. When this creature enters, each opponent discards a card. Interesting. I don't know. I haven't gotten any 6 stars yet. I'm kind of just running off of base units. And then on one of the 5 stars that I've pulled so far. I forget her name already. Let me just look. Akakuri. So it's basic 3 plus Akakuri is what I'm running right now. I mean, I'm also not really... I need to get equipment up, and I need to, finish the tutorial and get factory up as well. So it's, not like I'm moving all that quickly at the moment. Ooh, very fancy foil forest. I got Pogman from the New Horizons. Nice. I'm not sure who I'm going to get from New Horizons yet. I'm close on finishing that one up, though. Enhancer, Shattered Wings, Nebula Dragon, Grav Kill, exile target creature or spacecraft. Damn. Self-craft Mechon. When this creature enters, you may sacrifice an artifact. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on target creature and draw a card. Okay. Pinnacle Kill Ship, Nanoform Sentinel. When this creature becomes tapped, untap another target permanent. This ability only triggers once each turn. Dual Sun Technique. Creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. Has +1/+1 counter on it. Draw a card. Systems Override. Gain control of target effect creature until end of turn. Untap that permanent. It gains haste. With the spacecraft, put 10 charge counters on it. If you do, remove 10 charge counters on it later. Got it. Gigastorm Titan. Lynch Predator. Okay. Talia Guided by Light. That's really funny. I needed this for the Hope deck, and by the copy I ordered just came in, and now I got this as a pull. Steel Storm Operator Holographic. That's really funny. Who am I hoping to get from the New Horizons, though? I think I wanted Last Right, if I'm being honest. I think that was my desire. It was either Last Right or Ember were my hopes. So we'll see. Last Right's fucking adorable. Sign me up. I just want to grow the factory. I'll be honest. I just want to give into the memes and grow the factory. I don't want to do anything else. Forest. Lander token. Auxiliary boosters. When this equipment enters, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact feature token and attach the equipment to it. Creature gets 1, 2, and has flying. And you can equip for 3. Really expensive. That's really expensive. Plasma Bolt. Deal 2 damage to any target. Plasma Bolt deal 3 damage instead of a non-line permanent. Okay, yes. So that's really low. Hole Carver. It has Death Touch. A what? I mean, it's a 1/1 with Death Touch. It's a robot assassin. Mental Modulation. The spell costs 1 less to cast during your turn. Trap artifact or creature and draw a card. I just wanted anyway, but Ardelia since she was free. So anyone since she. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Like, because Ardelia, yeah, is free. So I guess they technically have. I technically have a 6-star operator, huh? I should probably build her. Yeah, you're right. She is free. I've been kind of neglecting her. Then again, I don't know what kind of comp I want to run. I'm just kind of enjoying the game so far. Looks like Breacher enters with a 1/1 counter on it for each other creature and or artifact you control. Jeez, that's gross and disgusting, and I love it. She's the top support. Yeah. I think mine is too many DPS at the moment. I just gotta have a collection of bodies. That's only gonna take me so far. Depressurized. Oh. Aetherus Psionicist. Okay. The second spell you cast each turn is 2 less. Okay. Interesting. Only the second, though. Just dodge 5 hit. That's what I've been doing. Just dodge. You don't have to do anything. You just have to dodge. If you do that, everything takes care of itself. Oh, well. Sinister cry. Okay, well, there you go. Galvanizing saw ship. It literally is just a saw ship. It's a big stick. That's it. It's just a big stick. I don't need big sticks. Circuit feeder. When this creature enters until end of turn, target creature you control gets +X+0. Target creature opponent's control gets -0 -X. Speak softly. Speak softly! Dawn Strike Vanguard. Control 2 more tap creatures. Put 1/1 counter on this creature. Okay. Secluded Starforge. Add colorless. Tap 2. Pay 2 and tap. Tap X untapped artifacts you control. Target creature gets +X+0 until end of turn. Then you can pay 5 and tap to create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact token. And a land I will have to keep in mind. So many packs here. I forget how many there are in these things. It's not like Recross where it's over really quickly. Ice Cave Crusher. Whenever. Okay, so yeah, until end of turn. Frontline War Rager. At the beginning of your end step, you control 2 more tapped creatures. Put a 1/1 on it. Okay. Interesting. Satiable Skittermaw. Menace and Void. Okay. Star Breach Whale! Whoa! Creature enters, you surveil too. Alright. Oh, there's another Starport security. I know what that does. Chrome Companion. Artifact creature dog. When this creature becomes tapped, you gain 1 life. You can pay 2 and tap it to put a card. Okay, interesting. So you can just constantly tap it for 1 life? Huh. I'm gonna have to consider that for potential hope deck shenanigans, actually. That's a good way to just get renewable life gain for decent amounts of cheapness. Zookeeper Macon. +4/+0, okay. Big stick. Sunstar Expansionist. When this creature enters an opponent, opponent controls more lands than you. Create a lander token. That's always the case. What the heck? Lightless Evangel. When you sacrifice another creature or artifact, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Okay. Atmospheric Greenhouse. When this spacecraft enters, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Damn. Echoing Deeps. Ooh, wait, this is a fancy one. Land Cave. You may have this land enter tapped as a copy of any land. I'm gonna need to look this up. I don't know what this does. The freaking thing is covering the rest of the damn text. Okay, it looks like it's entering as a copy of another land in a graveyard, perhaps. But that's a cool land. Corral of the Void. Enchant creature you control. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put target creatures from defending player's graveyard on the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking. Oh god. Wait, that's mean. You're just pulling things from the opponent's graveyard. That's really mean. Sunset Saboteur. Menace Warden, discard a card. Okay. Another creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on target creature an opponent controls. Interesting. An island and a lander token. That Echoing Deeps is a really interesting land. Don't have enough space for heckin' mouse. Okay, let me set the stack over here. Let me go to TCG player and let me look this up. Echoing Deeps. May have Echoing Deeps enter the battlefield tapped as a copy of any land card in a graveyard, except it's a cave in addition to its other type. Okay. Got it. That's what it does. Got it. Hang on, I'm trying to find the specific one. Oh wow, that is never mind. It's 69 cents. It's not a foil, so it's actually really cheap. That's funny. I thought it was going to be more expensive considering the art, but I guess it's not that rare. I mean, it is a rare, but it's not that rare. Interesting. Shows what I know about rarity. I also could have looked at the bottom of the card, and I could have seen that it was a rare. I could also look at the card and read. That is, you know, a thing that I could possibly do. Fungal Colossus costs X less to cast, where X is the number of differently named lands you control. Oh boy, that's... Wait. Okay, if it did literally anything else, it would be useful in my Omega deck, but it's just a 5/5 beat stick. That's only really useful once I have 6 different named lands on the field, and then I can pay 1 for, what, a 5/5 nothing burger? That's just taking up deck space at that point, unfortunately. Or a plate pangolin. Whenever an artifact you control enters, you may pay 1 and you put a 1/1 on it. Okay. That's actually... That could be a really way... I've been thinking of trying to build like a cheap speed kilo type of thing. This might be a way to do it. Like a mana cheap speed kilo. When this creature enters until end of turn, another target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains whenever this creature dies. Return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Okay. Cryogen Relic. Squire's Lightblade. Depressurize. Drill 2 Deep. Choose 1. Put 5 charge counters on target spacecraft or planet you control, or destroy target artifact. Damn, that's crazy. Full bore. Okay. Bygone Colossus, Warp 3. But it's just a 9/9 beat stick. Mekon Navigator. When this creature becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Okay. Strider's Resolve. Black. Moonlit Meditation. Enchant artifact or creature you control. The first time you would create one or more tokens this turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of enchanted permanent. Oh, that's gross. That's gross. That has a way to be extremely abusable. Terminating Worm. When this creature enters, you gain 2 life. Then warp 1. A forest. A lander token. Okay. I'm seeing applications for a couple cards. I'm not sure with what they would synergize, but I'm seeing how it could be fun to do some stuff. My brain is not a full library for Magic, unfortunately, so I only have theory and not practical application yet. Embrace Oblivion. Okay, damn. Just destroy something. Cloud Scout Technician. As long as you control an artifact, this creature gets +1/+0. That's basically nothing. Bright Spear Zealot. This creature gets +2/+0 as long as you've cast 2 or more spells this turn. Sky Stinger. Reach whenever this creature blocks a creature with flying. This creature gets +5/+0 until end of turn. Okay. Oh, what? Huh. Alright. Cavaron Turbo Drone. I can tap it. Target creature you control gains +1/+1 and haste until end of turn and activate only a sorcery. Another Pinnacle Kill Ship. Nanoform Sentinel. Dual Sun Technique. Yep. Systems Override. Gigastorm Titan. Needle Spires. Enters tapped. I can add red or white. And then I can pay 2 red-white until end of turn. This land becomes a 2/1 red-white elemental creature with double strike, and it's still a land. Alright. Interesting. Extinguisher Battleship. Whenever the creature enters, destroy target non-creature permanent. This creature deals force. The spellcraft then deals 4 damage to each creature. And then it become a 10/10 with flying and trample at 5 counters. Damn, that's actually kind of crazy. Hey, Typhon. That Extinguisher Battleship could be funny in Kilo in the right situations. Because if I got enough creatures that are above 4, this is funny. But it's also way too expensive. It costs 8. That's really high. Reroute systems. Choose one. Target artifact creature gains indestructible until end of turn, or deals 2 damage to target tapped creature. Okay. And then a mountain. And another lander token. But hello, Typhon. Welcome. We're opening some Magic packs, and we've got a long way to go. We're still early in the box. Some very interesting stuff so far. Some fun lands I haven't seen before. And a lot of lander tokens. Diplomatic Relations. Target creature gains +1/+0 and gains vigilance until end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to a target creature an opponent controls. Oh, that's dangerous. Okay. Cavaron Skywarden. It has Reach and Void. Graveblade Heavy. As long as you control an artifact, this creature gains +1/+0 and has Death Touch. Divert Disaster. Banishing Light. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent until this leaves the battlefield. Yep. Zookeeper Macan. Chrome Companion. Rescue Skiff. Close Encounters. Additional cost of the spell. Choose a creature you control or a warped creature you own in exile. Close Encounter deals damage equal to the power of the target creature. Okay, so it's big fight. I see. Seed Ship Brood Tender. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards. On the sacrifice creature, return target creature or space effect from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate a sorcery. Okay. Desculpting Blast. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If it was attacking, create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature token with flying and the... Oh, wow. Damn. Desculpting Blast is funny. Lumen class Frigate. Okay. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. It has flying and lifelink at 12. Jeez, that's so much to station. Then another Cloud Sculpt Technician. The thing is, giving everybody lifelink, or giving itself lifelink would be fun. in theory, for hope. If it gave everybody lifelink, that would be another matter. Actually, that's something I might need. Just give everybody lifelink for hope, and then start swinging, and then start milling. I need to give everybody lifelink and then just start swinging recklessly. But, you know, that's would be ridiculously powerful. Turbo drone, grav kill, Makan shield mage, defender. As long as an artifact enters the battlefield under your control this turn, this creature can attack as though it didn't have defender. That is not very helpful for Kilo. Focus fire. Focus fire deals X damage to target attacking or blocking creature, where X is 2 plus the number of creatures and or spacecraft you control. Okay, interesting. Intrepid Tenderfoot. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature for 3. Form Sentinel. Depressurized. Impact Intimidator. When this creature enters target opponent, you may have you create 2 lander tokens. If don't, put 2 1/1 counters on this creature. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, wait, that's actually really good. Wait, that's really good. That's really good. Hold on, I'm setting that aside. I'm setting that aside. Kilo has a problem where it, oddly enough, it has a lot of mana rocks, but because the mana curve of the deck is averaging about 4, it is way too slow and mana hungry to not have more support and get more mana out. So that might actually be something to do. It's more land ramping card draw that I really need to get to specific synergy pieces, really. Well, I just need less synergy and I just need more acceleration. Pulsar Squadron Ace. When this creature enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You would reveal a spacecraft among them, put them in your hand. If you didn't put a card in your hand this way, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Okay. Umbral Caller Zealot. Sacrifice another creature or artifact and surveil 1. Unravel. Counter target spell. If the amount of mana spent to cast that spell was less than its mana value, you draw a card. Ow! Hey, Tornado! It's Squall Inquisitor. Vigilance. When this creature enters, each opponent exiles a card from their hand and may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Each spell cast this way costs 1 more to cast. Each land played this way enters tapped. And then Graveblade Heavy. Ow! Ooh, Full Art Forest. I don't have this one yet. Oh, this is so sick. Wait, this is so sick. I love this one. I love that forest so much. That's so good. What the heck? I love that. Look at that. That's so cool. To adjust the position of the camera a little bit. I am not used to it being right there. There we go. That is a really cool land. Oh, man. How are you, Tornado? I hope you are having a good time. Okay, come on. Hear me out. A 13 theme deck. Use one of the name ships as, like, Cocoon. You could do that, in theory. I think there are ways to do that. There might be one of those, if it's legendary, you can use it as commander. Just for really shits and giggles. A very theme deck. Ravager, Insatiable Skittermaw, Starbeach Whale, Starport Security, Germinating Worm, Depressurized, Hemosymbic Might. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, another creature you control gets +X/+X. Ooh, this is really good with Proliferate. Or just 1/1 counters and Proliferate. Like, the Thematic is fun. I'm seeing, I need the Titus deck. I'm seeing a lot of funny Proliferate 1/1 shenanigans, and I've already seen what Titus can do. This is just making it worse. It's probably for the best that Kilo is not green. I would have way too many problems to create. Another creature attacks, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token that's tapped and attacking. Sacrifice that token at the end of combat. Okay. Mouth of the Storm, flying, ward 2. When this creature enters, creatures your opponent control gets -3/-0 until your next turn. That's not great, but it is an elemental. Felgrav Ship. When the spacecraft enters, mill 3 cards, return a creature or spacecraft card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. 0-point ballad. Destroy all creatures with toughness X or less. You lose X life. If X is 6 or more. Jeez, that's heavy. And then Bright Spear Zealot. A swamp. And a robot. And a drone. Interesting. I don't have that one yet. It's been landers the whole freaking time. Alright. Next up. Nothing crazy so far. Graph Pack, Monoist, Cryo Shatter, Oathblade Enhancer, Shattered Wings, Nebula Dragon, Grav Kill, Drill Too Deep, Flash Whip Predator, Voidforge Titan. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield, turn, draw 1 card and lose 1 life. Okay. Cut Propulsion. This creature deals damage to itself. Target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. If that creature is flying, it deals twice that much damage to itself instead. Wait! That's so mean! Wait! It's like, that's so mean! It's like, alright, you're gonna punch yourself in the face now. Damn. That's crazy. Cerebral Download. Surveil X, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Then draw 3 cards. Oh my god, that's insane. Pinnacle Star Cage. When this artifact enters, exile all artifacts and creatures with mana value 2 or less until this artifact leaves the battlefield. Put each exile card with this artifact into its owner's graveyard, then create it. Oh. Oh. Wait. Oh. Pinnacle Star Cages really mean. Wait. That's kind of a sick card, actually. I might want to play with that a little bit. Mechan Assembler. Whenever another artifact you control enters, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. This ability can only tug. Okay, well, the fact that it can only trigger once is unfortunate. Another Hollow Forest and a robot, and then a Sliver, interestingly enough. This Pinnacle Star Cage, there's so many fun things I just want to put into Kilo as to test and just have fun with. And I might start doing that a little bit. It doesn't need to be the max optimal deck all the time. I'll keep the, you know, the list for its optimal form. But I kind of want to just start playing with stuff. And seeing what works. Rig for War. Yep. Virus Beetle. Self-Craft Mechan. Flight Deck Coordinator. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, you gain 2 life. Put that with Hope. That's really helpful for Hope. Drix Fate Maker. Whenever this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Whenever each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it has trample. Oh! Okay! Jeez! There's a lot of 1/1 counter support in this set. And it's just my... I am a counter player at heart. Thanks to my Yu-Gi-Oh! Days. And oh my word. You can really tell now. It's really coming to fruition now. Dock Worker Drone. Drill Too Deep. All Fate Stalker. When this creature enters, exile to 1 target attacks until this creature... Okay, well, that's not crazy. Galvanizing. Zionist. Circuit Feeder. Cosmogrand Zenith. Whenever you cast your second spell, each turn choose 1. Create 2/1/1. Quite... Okay, interesting. Harmonious Grove Strider. Creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. Interesting. Then of plans. Very interesting. That would give all my Hydras trample, right? That seems like it'd be a very fun card. I think the more stuff is happening, the more I'm realizing I might actually just really need the Tidus deck. Because everything, can I have it? I think I've got a use for it. I'm afraid, Typhon, I have a use for the Drix Fate Maker at this point. We'll see if I pull another, though. There are still plenty of packs to go. And it seems like it's just a common. So it could pop up again. Crazy for a common though. Orbital Plunge. Deal 6 damage. Okay, so yeah, that's a card. Embrace Oblivion. Gale Blade. Sacrifice a creature to draw a card. Or sacrifice this creature, darn. Night Luminary. Whenever this creature enters, create a 1/1 white human soldier token, and then you can warp it. Ooh, wait. You can just keep warping that. Blooming Stinger, Death Touch. When this creature enters, another target you control gains Death Touch until end of turn. Have Land Seeker. Get a lander token. Okay. Stockworker Drone. Zealous Display. Creature you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. It's not your turn. Untap those creatures. Okay. Another Harmonious Growth Strider. Honor Knight Captain. Okay. From the Elemental. Elegy Acolyte. Human Cleric. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you draw a card, lose 1 life. At the beginning of your end step, if another land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. Okay. Anazoa. Swamp, and a lander. The Elegy Acolyte. I want to know how the Kabu got into space, right? Interesting. I do not own. Actually, I do technically own a black deck, but a card with or a deck with black in its color scheme. But I don't really play the color a lot. I don't play black a lot. I need to finish the Shadow the Hedgehog deck, damn it. Or really truly lean into it and just build something that can lean into the color a lot more. Bombard! As far as I know, those boys were on Demonaria, but I don't think that was their homeworld. I am not following the lore at all, admittedly. I'm just kind of here for the ride. Dark Endurance. The spell costs 1 less to cast, targets a blocking creature. Target creature gains +2/+0 and gains indestructible until end this turn. Oh, interesting. Okay. Avoid Light Jammer. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains hexproof until end of turn. And that's it. Starfighter Pilot. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, surveil 1. Okay. It's not the worst thing I can do, because I can... Okay. That has uses. Ice Wave Crasher. Yep. Command Bridge. This land enters tapped. When this land enters, sacrifice it unless you tap an untapped permanent you control. Interesting. And then you can add 1 mana of any cut. Interesting. This has application for me specifically, who wants ways to tap Kilo without having to swing. Because early on in games, or if Kilo doesn't have 1/1 counters, or if I don't just want to risk Kilo getting blocked to death, because this happens a lot, I need ways to tap the fucker. Command Bridge, at least on its entry, gives me that out. Thawbringer, when it enters or dies, surveil 1. Roving Actuator. Creature enters the non-land permanent with build's turn. Exile up to 1 target instant or sorcery card with mana 2 or less from your graveyard. Copy it. Okay. Broodguard Elite. This creature enters with X/1/1 counters on it. When this creature leaves the battlefield, put its counters on target creature you control. And you can also pay it for a warp cost. Damn. That's crazy. Interceptor Makan. When this creature enters, return target artifact or creature from a graveyard to your hand. Damn. Actually, that's pretty decent. Tractor Beam. When enchant creature or spacecraft, when this aura enters, tap enchanted permanent. You control enchanted permanent. Oh, Tractor Beam is just mean. Oh, Tractor Beam is just mean. Got it. Damn. You would need a way to untap stuff. Wait. Okay. Hear me out. Tractor Beam on an artifact creature plus Unwinding Clockwork. It can't untap during your untap steps. But what about other players' untap steps? That's going to need a ruling check. Memorial Vault. Sacrifice another artifact. Exile the top X cards of your library where X is 1 plus the mana value of the sacrificed artifact. You may play those cards this turn. Okay. Virulent Silencer, artifact creature, robot, assassin. Whenever a non-token artifact creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison count. Oh no. Oh no. So the one thing I haven't done with Kilo yet is I haven't given it away to dish out poison counters. That just gave me a way to give Kilo another win condition. Endless proliferation of your poison counters. Not again, yes again. Okay, I will throw it all at you. Typhon, I never said this was coming at you. There are, however, decks at my table that warrant the Silencer's existence in Kilo. And I am so happy that this now exists because I am going to make them suffer. Because it's no longer just my win condition. There are other proliferate players at the table that can take advantage of said poison counters. That's mean. He says use the Italian that can flip to deal 12 poison counters. Yeah. Oh my word. Okay. Anyway, that's a foil mountain. That's going in. Okay, so this is one of those things where I need to have it in a side deck, and I need to decide if I am playing to kill tonight. Before the game starts, I need to ask the question, am I playing to kill? Because there's every possibility that the answer to that question will be no. And I don't want that in the deck. Oh, that is such a fun card. Murder is on the menu. Yeah, exactly. No, then we've got... So essentially the other proliferate deck is, in a way, one, I mean, it's in green in Commander. So it's, you know, without careful deck building, it has the ability to ramp faster. It can also move counters around, and there's indestructible counters in play, so that's just fucked. And then just like there's a lot of mean green ramp at the table that if I want to get around in Kilo's colors, I need some murder. Now, granted, the second the Silencer hits the board, I am a public enemy number 1, so I have to kind of work my way around that, but it's fine, I'm sure. I will make this work somehow. Some fine additions for Kilo, potentially, depending on how I want to play it. But no, yeah, Silencer is one of those cards that if it ever hit my board with Kilo around, there's a lot of stuff that just makes me the enemy of the entire board. So, yeah. I need to work on being able to handle multiple enemies at the same time. The deck is in progress for working on that. Focus Fire. Oh, hey. Well, there you go, Typhon. There's another Drix Fatemaker. I now own a second one. Actually, I imagine this can't be a very expensive card. This cannot be a very expensive card. It's 4 cents. It is a 4-cent card. Yeah, Typhon, you can just have this. This is apparently not a very high. Geez, what the heck? It is. It has no monetary value, and yet its play value could be fucking nuts. Although I guess in only specific decks, because you would want it specifically for decks with 1/1, and it's more of a support. But if you drop that at the right time, next time you're in town, I might have you look through my rather small collection, see if you have stuff, right? Fire Speedle, Wormwall Sweeper. When the spacecraft enters Surveil 2, and it becomes a flying 2/2 at 4. That's not a lot, but it is a way to tap Kilo and get a 2/2 flyer for cheap. That's an interesting thought. Zealous Display. Tapestry Warden. Robot Soldier. Each creature you control with toughness greater than its power assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Oh. 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 I have somebody who has been playing a defender deck. I wonder if Tapestry Warden's in there. Timeline color. Haste. You may cast this card from your graveyard using its warp ability. Warp. Pay 2 life and 1 black. So this thing would just keep coming back. Dual Sun Adepts. Double Strike. Creatures you control get a +1/+1. Get +1/+1. Okay. Endless Sands. Tap. Okay. Tap for a mana. Pay 2 and tap. Exile target creature you control. Tap 4 to sacrifice this land. Reach. Okay. Okay. Endless Sands isn't that fantastic. Floof doing dark magic again. I am indeed doing dark magic again. And I discovered some very mean shenanigans. If you're familiar with Magic, I play a Kilo deck and I just got Virulent Silencer. Tap. Proliferate. Your poison counters are my laughter. Whenever you put 1 or more uncounters on a creature you control, you may draw that many cards. Oh, wow, that's gross. Draft Pack Monoist, an island, and a token. I am getting so many fun cards. I'm getting so many fun cards. I love it. Have I mentioned I love this set? I'm now realizing this set is just my jam, both aesthetically for being spaceships, and what not, and also 1/1 counters. I was not like, I had a commander deck, a precon before Edge of Eternities. I was not truly a Magic the player until I got the counterintelligence deck. then I dove off the deep end. That's when I got crazy. This is a really fun set. I love this so much. Oh wait, when this creature enters, gain 2 life and you can warp it. It's a shame Hope isn't in green. Orbital Plunge, Embrace Oblivion, Avoid Galblade, Night Luminary, Thawbringer, Radiant Strike. Destroy target artifact or tap creature, you gain 3 life. It's really expensive though. Atomic Microsizer. Creature gets +1/+0. Whenever a creature attacks, choose up to 1 target creature. That creature can't be blocked this turn. It has base power, toughness. Oh. Interesting. So, the fun thing about the Atomic Microsizer is that this is an interesting synergy piece with Kilo, if he ever needs to attack. Because the risk of Kilo swinging is that it gets blocked and dies. But with this, Kilo's base power doesn't really matter. Him going from a 3/3 to a 1/1 when there's 1/1 counters all over the place does not matter. That is an interesting card to play and it's very cheap to put into play. I'm gonna give that a shot because that solves a lot of issues for me. Litho breaking. Okay. All Fate Scroll. Add 1 mana of any color. Pay 7 and sacrifice this artifact. Draw X cards where X is the number of differently named lands you control. Isn't this... All Fates. All Fate Scroll. This would be interesting in Omega, potentially. Me looking at FF Magic stuff. Can we get a Final Fantasy Super Friends deck? Because Sarah seems very Super Friends focused. There was somebody I played at my local game store that actually did play a Sarah deck, but it never got off the ground in the match. And I got Sarah just as a, fuck it, it's a Final Fantasy 13 card. Just so I had it shipped out. I now kind of want to build a Final Fantasy Super Friends deck because that seems like it would be a lot of fun potentially. So I might give that a shot at some point and see what I can make out of that. Because that seems like it would be interesting. Vote out, convoke. Your creatures can upcast the spell, destroy target creature. Okay. And then a frenzied bell. The spell can't be countered. Trample haste. Creature spells you control can't be... Wait, what the fuck? Combat damage can't be prevented? Okay. I've been talking about the Titus deck, Titus deck, a lot. For the simple reason that 1/1 counters in green is something... 1/1 counters proliferate in green is a combination that is very appealing to me after watching my friends tear apart entire board states with green and ramping out of control. This is an enabling piece that should not be in my deck. That should not be allowed for me to play in any capacity. And I'm making sure I set that aside because I'm absolutely going to use it. Nanoform Sentinel in foil, a forest, and a lander. That's gonna get played. That's gonna get played. Trample, haste can't be countered, and creature spells cannot be countered in the future. For a 2 green. What the fuck? That's insane. Watch us be stupidly cheap for some reason. Probably because it's only a rare. The power creep of questing beast, right? Oh, it is a $2 card. I'm not hard to see fucking why. But hello, who dare? Welcome, power creep of questing beast. Yeah, this is freaking nutty. I am excited. There are things that I want to do. Oh, I guess I technically do have a black deck now. I have the Y'shtola deck. Right, I forgot about that part. I did kind of forget about that. Focus Fire. Another Drix Fatemaker. Rig for War. Virus Beetle. Shieldmate. Uniform Sentinel. Dockworker Drone. Voidforged Titan. Got Propulsion. Cerebral Download. Beyond the Quiet. Exile all creatures in spacecraft. That's just mean. Sir Vondum. Sunstar Exemplar. Vigilance Menace. Whenever another creature you control dies or is put in exile, put a 1/1 counter on Sir Vondum and gain 1 life. When Sir Vondum dies or is put in exile, its powers 4 or greater, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Interesting. Foil Sawship. That's an interesting card right there. I don't know what to make of it. I know it could have utility in the right deck, but I don't have anything with that specialty in those colors yet. I'll have to keep that card in mind for the future, because I don't think... Yeah, I don't have any ideas right now that fit that bill, but I know I could. Very curious and very interesting. That is for sure. Diplomatic relations. Or play Pangolin. Peregrine Beckoner. Avoy Operative. Exosuit Savior. Dock Worker Drone. Zealous Display. Scour for Scrap. Choose one or both. Search the library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Return target artifact from your graveyard to your hand. Oh. Oh. Wait. Oh. Oh. That's a card. It's okay. It is okay. But for what? The deck that this would go in. While this is an okay card on its own, I feel like this is power I should not have. And therefore, I will have it on standby. Don't give me access to tutors. Even the okay ones. Dauntless Scrapbot. When this creature enters, exile each opponent's graveyard and then create a lander token. Okay. Indestructible. 5 mana in any combination of color. That's a land. That's a very pretty land, actually. That's a really cool land. I like that so much. Space fucking Rainbow? Oh, that's so beautiful. Wait, hold on. That's sick. That's actually kind of sick. Quantum Riddler. When this creature enters, draw a card. As long as you have one or fewer cards in hand, if you would draw one. That's a... Yeah, hang on. Isn't that a massive hit? I'm pretty sure that's fucking massive. I remember that thing being fucking insane. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, yeah, that's not just a hit. Holy shit. That's... Holy fuck. Wait, that's a... that's a W. That's like, yeah, that is one of the top hit. Holy fuck. I just checked the price of this thing. Holy shit! Yeah, warp constantly for oh shit. That's so good. Wait, that's so insane. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Okay. Hold on. I need to take a step back for a minute because I'm reading. I didn't fully understand the warp mechanics here. Is that at the beginning of the next end step? Pay it. It comes in, right? And end step it exiles, and then you can recast it at full cost later. For its regular cost. So you can get 2 cards this way for 6 flyer. And if you've got no cards in hand, you get an additional card. And it triggers Void as well. Right. It can trigger Void. I get the feeling that... I must be missing something because this doesn't feel as insane as it is. But obviously, I don't know something every way. It's the second part. Yeah. If you would draw one or if you have one or few cards, if you would draw one or wait. If you have 0 cards, warp it in, you get 2 cards. And if you're... Oh, that would apply at draw step too, though. If you have nothing in hand, you would get... Oh, this incentivizes for you to go really fast. Okay, I see it now. I see it now. Yeah, okay. And I see it now. Yeah. Okay. I see it now. I see it now. You play it, you get 2 cards. Okay, cool. Yeah. I see it. I see it. I see it. This would be... Yeah, okay, cool. This would be okay in Kilo. This would be fucking insane in Omega. Whew! Okay. Cool. That, hang on a moment. Hold that thought. Okay, so I'm gonna trial run that in my main deck, and that's definitely going in Blink. It's definitely going in Omega Blink. I'm just gonna do this now for my own sanity, and we're gonna set that off to the side Cool. That, dang, okay, I know my reaction is kind of muted, but that's a fucking crazy pull. If you blink it after you warp it, it doesn't. What? Okay, yeah, that's insane in a blink deck. Okay, yeah, that's going in Omega. It has its home now. Wow, that's nutty. All right, that's a again. Let's go! Oh, I'm so happy. Actually, I'm not used to crazy hits like that. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's such a fun pull. We're not even technically done with the pack yet. Tragic Trajectory. -2, -2. Void. That creature gets -10, -10. Damn, that's crazy. Woo! Another full up forest. Nice. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, freaking Quantum Riddler. I needed that. I needed that. I needed that. That's a good pull. A fucking insane pull. I need to review my Omega deck list, and I need to start tinkering with it again. It's not in a good state right now, but boy howdy. That's definitely a power boost for it. I'm just missing a lot of the cards that will let me actually do the blinking, which is kind of the main reason why I don't play the deck right now. It's missing its entire engine. Melded Moxite. When this artifact enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Sacrifice this artifact, pay to tap 2/2 while... Okay. Interesting. Got it. Comet Crawler. Whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature artifact. If you do, get +2/+0. Sinister Cryologist. Okay. Can warp 1. Creature enters turn. Okay, end of turn. Got it. Auxiliary Boosters. Equipment enters, get a 2/2 colorless robot artifact token and touch. Okay. Yep. 1/2 flying, right? Auxiliary Boosters, expensive, not helpful. Biosynthetic Burst. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. It gains reach, trample, indestructible until end of turn, and untap it. Oh, on target creature you control. Okay. Got it. Got it. Formal Sweeper. Am I putting this in the... I'm putting all of these in the wrong pile. These are going in the wrong pile. That's the Kilo pile. Temporal Intervention. Player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it, and that player discards... Oh, that's mean. Honor. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature and draw a card? So it replaces itself, and you get a free 1/1. I don't hate this. I don't hate this card. I actually don't. It seems the more I like the Final Fantasy set, right? It's a good set. Halia Ascendant Chief. Whenever Halia enters or attacks, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Whenever one creature with 1/1 counters on deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Zephyr! What the heck? Zephyr, what are you doing on this side of the pond? Hello! Good to see ya! How's it going, friend? Hello, hello, hello. Oh, right. I need to tell Mayan that this just got pulled. Hang on. I need to tell Mayan that Quantum Riddler got pulled. Where's my phone? I need to take a picture. Checking if Mochi was live, saw you with my fellow rebel leader. Right? The power of the rebellion! Yeah, Mochi just went live, actually, which is really funny. As you came in, I got the ping on Discord that she just went live. But yeah, no, the rebellion goes strong. I think I'm trying to not make as many rebellion jokes. I feel like most of my interactions with Mochi recently have been nothing but rebellion jokes. And it's starting to wear on me. It's like all of my interactions are a single bit. I'm not this is not supposed to be a 1-bit friendship. Feels so bad. It seems like she's doing really well for herself, though. I'm so happy that she has been as successful as she has. ASMR has exploded for her, and I cannot be happier to watch a friend just explode like this. It has been the most rewarding thing of all time to watch and witness and experience. It's been amazing. So I hope it only keeps going better and better for her. I hope she doesn't get punked by Twitch again. The community's gotten so sussy with her. It's reminding me of our bits with Tenchi, but it's like taken to that next step. Okay, hang on. I'm sending the thing to Mayan. Actually, and I should ping Katsubro too. Just let him know. All right, what else do we got in here? But it's good to see ya. Wahaha! I should at least have her stream open in the back. Help her funny numbers. Yeah, same, right? All right, molecular modifier. Oh, what the I didn't mean to go that fast. Oh, wait, did I just get the infinite guideline station? Hell yes! I kind of wanted this card, but I wasn't willing to order it. It's okay. I mean, I'd imagine it's not that great, but okay. When the station enters, create a tap 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token for each multicolored permanent you control. You can totally build around that. Station. Whenever infinite guideline station attacks, draw a card for each multicolored permanent you control. You're right. This is okay. I still want to build a spacecraft themed deck around it for the funnies. Wait for TNG. Oh, wait for Star Trek. True, I forgot Star Trek is probably gonna have a bunch more spacecraft to use. They'll probably lean into that mechanic. Fuck, that means I'm gonna need to look up and keep track of the Star Trek set as we get closer to that. Damn it, that's gonna be expensive. All right, I'll just have to hold my breath. But I like this pull. This is gonna be a fun card to play with. Just even if it's not very good, it'll still be fun. And then Stomping Ground, Hollow Stomping Ground. Oh, that's so cool. I love that so much. And a full art swamp? That's a nice stomping ground. That's a really good stomping ground, yeah. This box is treating me, Katsubro. What the fuck? Ground. Yeah, that's a 17. All right, let me get another sleeve out for that one. I don't have a green red at the moment. I don't have any decks that play in green red at the moment. Implodes into Chair, why are you deciding you need to implode into confetti? I am so confused right now. But hello, Chair, welcome. This box is nuts. What the heck? How else will I make my entrance? Did I hear my colors green red? Yes, you did hear your green. You did hear green red. You did. Hello's Zane! Welcome, Raiders! Catman! Hello! Let me give you a proper shout out here because Tenchi is currently sleeping. There we go. Welcome, Raiders! If you don't know who I am somehow, I am Katsmo Twintail, Catboy Hero Trainer from non-existence, doing all sorts of funny things and going on funny adventures. Today, we're opening the Edge of Eternities set from Magic the Gathering because Katsubro decided to gift me a booster box as a late Christmas present. That has been sitting on my desk for a week, and apparently I have had some really fun cards sitting in here for a week. Quantum frickin' Riddler of all things, and a Folio Stomping Ground, and we're still not done yet. We've still got more to go in this box. How many packs are left? Yeah, we still got 10 packs left. So if you need to get up, go out, get food, get drink, anything you need, take care of yourselves first. But please, I encourage you all to hang around because this is a this is a very, very fun opening. Need to get my reclears. Mood. My group finally cleared M9 this last week, so I'm excited for us to slowly start regressing in our prog. The card ASMR. Oh, you guys actually hearing that? Nice. My group hasn't cleared M9 yet, but I cleared M10 already. Mood. The only thing that hurts me a little bit is that my group raids on the weekend. So I get one day at most, assuming that my shift is early enough to try and get prog done outside of the group. I'm probably going to get an alt leveled so I can raid with them and get my main advancing further. Because I could be on M11 already if I had gone hard week 1. If not M12. And yeah, I was going to do it this last Monday, but then the maintenance kicked in at 8 and I'm like, fuck, I don't have time to prog M10. I'm kind of shit out of luck. So, Gene Pollinator, Bombard, Dark Endurance, Bully Light Jammer, Starfighter Pilot, Zealous Display, Wormhole Sweeper, Fuller's Faithful, Station Monitor, Creature Lizard Artificer in white and blue. Whenever you cast your second spell, you turn create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature token with this flying in this card. Okay, interesting. I saw the colors and I'm like, could I use this in Hope? But Hope does not cast frequently enough yet to make use of Station Monitor. I need to change that, but sometimes I want to get into one of these card games slash card collection things, but I need to find like the theme company to get into. Moo, that's kind of how I felt with Recross. I finally found something that I liked and then it all shut out on me. But it's so much more fun when you're into the cards, into the style and the theme. It changes a lot. I get you. It makes all the difference in the world. Because everyone's getting so into, you know, Lorwyn Eclipse and Return to Strixhaven and the TMNT sets. And I'm like, I got into Magic because the Final Fantasy set was coming and Edge of Eternities exists. I'm not really interested in buying packs for any other sets at the moment. I'll probably do some Star Trek because it could thematically fit. But I was so close to getting collecting Uma Musume cards with the chocolate because I saw it twice on Hot Topic and then never again. Ah, man. I still remember the time that TCG Player messed up in order of Weecross cards, and I ended up with a Shadowverse Uma Musume deck that I still have. Because they did not ask for a return. They just kind of fucked it up. If you're going to play Magic, either Store Ender or Commander, I would not get into it. True, yeah. It can get expensive to collect. Admittedly, I'm only into Magic because everyone in the surrounding area of me plays nothing but Magic. Commander is fun, though. Just makes some meme decks. Right? Exactly. The chocolate was complete ass, though. I would only buy to get it. That's fair. Create X tokens that are copies of target artifact or creature you control. Those tokens gain haste until end of turn. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Okay. And then Hollow Depressurize, a Swamp, and a Lander. Yeah, Commander has been a lot of fun. I've gone through my phase of wanting to build the most powerful version of Kilo, or of my like favorite decks that I can. And I still want to on occasion, right? But I'm not really interested in going at the top EDH levels. It's like, all right, I will have decks that can compete with my friends' higher power decks, and then I want to build meme and funny for the most part. Because it's more fun for me that way. Just, yeah, bracket 2 or 3 at most. Yeah. I operate... I know Kilo is bracket 4. My Kilo's at bracket 4 at this point. Hope I want to get to bracket 4 and closer to the EDH realm. Because that one... I want Hope as time to be like, all right, fucking let's go deck. But other than that, it's like, you know, 3 low 4 in my case. Because I would go at bracket 2, I think, but I don't think I could get away with a deck like that at my pod. It would move way too slow. So I've got to build a bit higher just to keep up. But other than that, I'm building funny these days. I still need to finish Amy Rose and Shadow the Hedgehog. That and Sonic. I am going to build decks for every one of that Sonic secret lair. Mark my words, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm not going for it because I don't want to proxy the expensive cards. That's fair. That's fair. No, I get that. Admittedly, yeah. I'm collecting. I've got a rule personally, and you know, works with my pod where I will own 1 copy of it, and then I'll either keep it safe or in a single deck, and I'll proxy if I need extra copies, so I'm not spending, you know, $500 on just Ristic studies. Yes, Cradle, which I proxy in all my decks. Yeah, exactly. Just like you own 1 version of the card, and then you proxy it for whenever you need it, so you can keep it safe. That's. In my mind, that's perfectly acceptable. Or heck, even if it's okay in friend groups, like proxy expensive cards, because you don't want to spend your life savings on an arm and a leg for a fun card game. Bills and life comes first, and that's perfectly reasonable. It's a game first in my eyes. Posture check, thank you! Ugh. Yeah, was it fucking... I don't know why my friends back in my younger years let me get away with this, but I would create custom Yu-Gi-Oh decks and just fight them with those instead. Because I didn't... Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh being expensive as fuck, I was not even going to bother with the official sets at that point anymore. Though I was more interested in the game design part of actually making... like, building customs at that point. Different these days, but... that was still a fun little experience. Valid. Yeah, fucking Yu-Gi-Oh is still a nightmare for me. I'm so sad that I don't enjoy the game anymore. It's so power crept from what it used to be, and it's so expensive now. And then the ban list just knocks your 5,000, like 2,000 deck out in a snap of a finger. It's dumb. Sometimes going fuck it, random bullshit be fun, right? It's honestly the most fun. Mental Modulation, another Wormhole Sweeper, Temporal Intervention, Blade of the Swarm! When this creature enters, choose 1, put 2 1/1 counters on this creature. If target exile creature with Warp on the bottom of its owner's library. Oh, that's fucking funny. Remember when creatures didn't have effing novel, right? Oh my god, I was like, Beaver Knight, that's it. Good lord. Yeah, right? Man. Yeah, and nowadays, you need a freaking encyclopedia to understand one combo of Yu-Gi-Oh!, let alone an entire freaking deck or an entire metagame. It's... like... Infinite Guideline Station is a wordy card. Like, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Levels of text, levels of wordy. But it's not complicated. It has to be a little wordy to explain what it does properly, but you can simplify it and understand it pretty darn easily. Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't even know. I don't even know. It's too much for me now. I do have a couple of friends who play it online, and I applaud them for being able to keep up. I just can't do it. Return up to 2 non-land permanent cards from your graveyard in your hand. Sami Ship Engineer. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 more tapped creatures, create a 2/2 colorless tapped 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. Only if it wasn't a 4-cost. Reckoner Bankbuster would be the equivalent Yu-Gi card for text. Really? Hang on, let me have a look. Okay, let me have a look at this then. Reckoner Bankbuster. Reckoner Bankbuster enters the battlefield with 3 charge counters on it. Simple enough. Remove a charge counter from Reckoner Bankbuster, draw a card. Then if there are no charge counters on Reckoner Bankbuster, create a creature token and a 1/1 pilot creature token with this creature gets. This creature cruise vehicles as though its power were 2 or greater. Crew 3. I see. That is decently complicated for a card. Yep. Yep, that's fair. That's fair. The thing I have here with Sami here. No, she's just not fast enough for how expensive she is. She feels really slow and just not able to do as much for what I'm looking for. Yeah, and the robot is tapped. Yeah, exactly. And it's at end step. It's just, it's too slow. The idea of adding cards that help Kilo go wide and have more blockers and not just having a small, tall board is nice. That is too slow to help with that problem, unfortunately. Starfield Shepherd. When this creature enters, search your library for a basic plains card or creature card with mana value 1 or less. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. For a 5? Oh, it has warp. For a deck, that's not what I'm looking for, perhaps. That could be something, but not now. Menace, Ward, draw a card, discard a card, Temporal Intervention in Hollow, a Oil Swamp. Let's go. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Shame that it's not a better card. If it wasn't tapped, you could have a blocker at the end of every turn, and that would be useful. But not so much. Fungo Colossus, Skywarden, Graveblade Heavy, Divert Disaster, Vanishing Light. Seen this before. Drill Too Deep, Lost in Space, Surveil 1, Tapestry Warden, Timeline Color, Dual Sun Adeptus, Sacred Foundry, nice. Katsu, finally found you! Ghost! Hello! Wait, Sacred Foundry's a hit? Wait, which one? Sacred Foundry? Really? Really? You're kidding. You're kidding. The Sacred Foundry? That's a shock land. Fair enough. Yeah, it seems to... Okay, well... hey, who am I to argue? Yeah, it does seem really good. Okay. I don't think Kilo has something like this. And Kilo has way too many lands that enter tapped. This definitely just gets used. Absolutely. Hi, Ghost! How are you? I hope you are enjoying yourself on this fine Wednesday. as we are having fun with cards. The Sarama! Love Sarama. I never draw Sarama. I never get to play my Sarama, oddly enough. I play a lot of my Kilo cards, like, on repeat. Sarama is one of those cards that almost never sees play, and not because it never hits my hand. Never because I never play it. It never hits my hand. I want to play it. It's a fun card. It just, I never do. I never get to. I might have cited it a while back, actually. The Dirgecraft in foil, and then a Plains with a Rulebot. Yeah, I want to use it in my Bant Chocobo deck, right? It's such a fun card. Other tap legendary have Indestructible. That's so helpful. It's so good. Plus a free way to tap Kilo. Serum is everything I'm looking for. It just never gets used. Ad break coming up in 35 seconds. Nobody be caught off guard. I will be pausing the pack openings until we are done with the ad break. So this is a good chance to get up. I won't be opening any more packs until the ad break is finished. So you don't have to worry about missing anything. We'll be pausing for a sec. Because this is one of those streams where I can catch an ad break coming and stop the action. Actually, you know what? Because it's funny. Because it's funny, giving Indestructible is pretty good. It's pretty good. Admittedly, it feels like it's not quite as good at my own. It's the only thing about Saraba is only looks for creatures, not other spacecraft, right? Which would have made it better. Yeah. Search your library for another legendary creature card, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Wait, what do you mean? Only looks for creatures, not other spacecraft. Yeah. Yeah, fair. I suppose. I mean, as it is, I do enjoy what the Sarama gives me. I wanted to use Sarama to find my Dawnspire, then explode something from orbit. You see, I actually have done that before. I do play Dawnspire. The problem with Dawnspire is that it makes me a fucking target. The dumber thing about Dawnspire for me is that it's a red herring. Whenever I play that stupid Dreadnought, everyone focuses on the fact that I have the Dreadnought. Forget the infinitely proliferating Kilo. Forget the 10/10 artifact creature I have elsewhere on the board. No, Dawnspire is the problem. It's not. Dawnspire is like the least of your worries. Hold that though, I gotta learn about Mazda's. Wait, what? But yeah, so you were sort of saying. So yeah, no, just Dawnspire in my Kilo deck is such, yeah, it's the biggest red herring. Usually people will get rid of Dawnspire specifically, or they'll board wipe me. And if they're board wiping me, it doesn't matter. All of my artifacts are going poof anyway. But the mana rock that can give me 10 mana, or the card that will let me draw 12 no longer becomes the target. Everyone wants to kill Dawnspire. And it's kind of the biggest reason why I haven't cited it yet. Because it is the biggest red herring I own, where I will play it just to have people ignore other parts of my board. Because 100 damage orbital nuke is really scary, but really funny. So yeah, that's the whole thing. It's my relationship with the Dreadnought is a weird one, but it's also extremely funny. Unless you pair it with Pain for All, which wait, hold on. Pain for All. Oh. 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 Whatever the... Oh. Oh, fuck. Wait. Hold on. I didn't need to know about this combo, but I absolutely needed to know about... You're right. Wait. You can just nuke your own Dawnspire and just win on the... Wait. I don't think we've pulled Pain for All today. Have we pulled Pain for All today? Not even Dawnspire? True. Just station to 10. Oh, right, because you don't even need to target Dawnsire. Just, yeah, wait. Oh, that's such a stupidly good combo. Wait, that's so good. Please tell, I don't think we've pulled a Pain for All yet today. Have we? I don't think I would have noticed it because I wasn't thinking about Dawnsire at the time. I'm looking now. Now I'm looking for it. Because that's a combo. The likelihood of playing it is funny, but I want it. I want it. I'm not seeing it. Have we not pulled it? You can also use stuff like Stuffy Doll, Branch Taunter, Screaming Nemesis. Yeah, right. There are definitely ways that you can make that really good. I don't have... How have we not pulled this yet? I'll have to look into synergy pieces with that because that's really efficient. I just have it as a random win con, my Tunic Memorial and Sin deck. Yeah, because that's such a funny thing you can do. How have we not seen this yet? I know the ad break is over, but now I'm invested in this. Because that's a funny combo. We haven't I will order this card if we do not pull it today. That is too funny a combo to ignore. Oh, that's funny. Speaking of Tanook. How? Systems override. Give 10 counters immediately, right? Yeah, we haven't pulled it yet. Okay. Well. I know what we're looking for now. Alright. To continue. Just realized that my thing is not on the right target here. There we go. Alright. Let's keep this train going. I need to see a Pain for All. Now the desire sensor is going to kick in. Now that I actually want something from the set, and we're not going to see anything else cool today. Sammy's Curiosity. You gain 2 life, create a lander token. That's it. Okay. That's for one. That's not... Okay. Flag Drill Scrapper, Decode Transmissions, Avoid Operative. Exosuit Savior. Nutrient Block. Galactic Wayfarer. Okay. Another Command Bridge. Saurian Voidborn. Whenever this creature or another creature or artifact control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life and you can forfeit. Ruinous Rampage. Infiltrator. Creature can't be blocked if you've cast 2 or more spells this turn. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Weapons Manufacturing. Whenever a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact token named Munitions with when this token leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. Damn! And then there's that, and that. Okay. Weapons Manufacturing is an interesting card. I don't play enough artifacts quickly enough in my deck to make full use of it in Kilo, but I imagine some other deck could. That could be an interesting thing to explore. Lux Knight Breacher. Enters with a 1/1 counter on it for each other creature and or artifact you control, which is a potentially fun one. Biosynthetic Burst, Melvin Moxite, Comet Crawler, Auxiliary Boosters, Temporal Intervention, Wayfarer, Scrounge for Eternity. Okay. Seed Ship Agarian. Insect Scientist. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, create a land or token. Interesting. Whenever a land you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Interesting. Very interesting. Seems okay for its cost. If it was any cheaper, it'd be fucking nuts. Memorial Team Leader. During your turn, other creatures you control get +1/+0, and you get 4. Loading Zone. Enchantment. If one or more counters we put on a creature, spacecraft, or planet you control twice. Jeez! Fucking... What the fuck? And you can warp it? What the fuck? Get spaceship decks that will be good. Yeah, anything with heavy amounts of counters in general, it'll be nuts. And don't tempt me with a good time with counters. Because I will make things funny. That's one to remember. That's loading zone. Loading zone is one to remember, I think. Especially when you could potentially warp it for one and then pop off for a turn. Exceptionally dangerous. Or at least has the potential to be. The warp cost 1 is super good. That, yeah. Fungo Colossus. Pangolin. Perigi Beckoner. Cryogen Relic. Squire's Lightblade. Gene Pollinator. Automaton Torpedo. Pay 6 and tap, sacrifice this artifact, destroy target non-land permanent. This ability costs 3 less to activate if you attack with a spacecraft this turn. The fuck is this? I'll pass. Mechanozoa. Territorial Brontar. No land you control enters. Exile cards from the top of your library until you exile non-land card. You may cast that card this turn. Another Virulent Silencer! Did somebody say proliferating poison counters? Did somebody say becoming the instant hate of the entire table? I sure did. Seed Ship Impact. Destroy target, artifact, or enchantment if its value mana is 2 or less, create a lander token. Interesting. Thrumming Hive Pool. Affinity for Slivers. Slivers you control have double strike and haste. At the beginning of your upkeep, create 2/1/1 colorless sliver creature tokens. Alright. Oh. 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 Hello. Enters tapped. Add red or blue. 2 red blue until end of turn. This land becomes a 1/4 blue and red elemental token with 0. Switches to creature's power toughness at the end of turn. It is still a land. Okay, well this isn't crazy, but it is funny, and it's in foil. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. Borderless Galaxy foil, about $5. So yeah, not the most insane thing in the world, but I'm still gonna give it a sleeve real quick here, because that's a really cool land. Oh, it's not playable? Oh, you can't play this. So it's just an art piece, essentially. I mean, I'm okay with that. It's a cool art piece. Yeah, it still looks good. Yeah, that's something I can put in a protective case and just enjoy how it looks. Also, foil forest, that is playable. All the Eternities full art lands look amazing. Oh my god, I want to order in bulk full art lands from Edge of Eternities. They are so good. All of them are fucking incredible. I want more of them. And yeah, they're beautiful pieces of art. They did so good with this set. It makes me so happy. I didn't own any of the full art forests or swamps before today, and they are fantastic. Orbital Plunge, Beam Saw Prospector, Gale Blade, Night Luminary, Blooming Stinger, Death Touch. When this creature enters another turn. Yep, okay, I've seen this before, that's right. Frontline War Rager, Automaton Torpedo, Wedgelight Rammer. When this creature spacecraft enters, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. And then at 9+, it gains Flying and First Strike. Okay. Use Social Engineering. Landfall. Whenever the land you control enters, create a 2/2 robot, colorless robot artifact creature token, and then you can warp it. Okay. Mechon Assembler. Whenever artifact you control enters, create a 2/2 robot artifact creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Invasive Maneuvers. I'm a roach. Sorry, I was sorry. I did not mean to reference an old short. Exalted Sunborn. If any one more tokens be created under your control, twice that many tokens are created instead. What? I'm sorry? Yeah. Also, hot? Hello? What? Yeah, okay. Hot and token deck, it goes off. That's the thing. In a normal deck, this doesn't feel like it'd be crazy. But I still have 3-fold Thunderhulk in Kilo. And I know how crazy that gets. If that had Sunborn on board as well, holy fuck. Yeah, in token decks, this would go fucking nuts. And it has Warp? Yeah, that's all I needed to hear. It's any token. Yeah, right? Wait. Oh, boy. That has a lot of potential. Creature, token creature, artifacts, anything. Yeah. I'm gonna need to keep that in mind because that has some funny that has some very funny application. Full Art Island. That I'm gonna have to keep Exalted Sunborn in mind because that's a funny card right there. That's a funny card right there. Mix what? That's not as huge of a hit, but that's like what, hit number 4 tonight? We're doing really good. We're doing really good. At least by my standards. That's also not a legendary creature. Oh, you could duplicate it. Oh, wait. Oh, the legend rule doesn't apply. Oh no. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. Yeah, that's terrifying. I'm keeping that in mind. Landseeker, Beamsaw, Prospector, Cloud Sculpt Technician, Bright Spear Zealot, Sky Stinger, Reach. Oh, right, we've seen this before. Red Tiger Macon, Robot Cat. All it is has haste and warp. All right, Sunstar Lightsmith. Yep, that's okay. Hymn of the Faller, surveil 1, draw a card, and lose 1 life. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn spell was warp, draw another card. Okay. Survey Macon, artifact creature robot, flying hexproof. 10, sacrifice this creature, it deals 3 damage to any target. Target player draws 3 cards and gains 3 life. This ability costs X less to activate, where X is the number of differently named lands you control. It's okay. It feels very okay. At best. Specimen Freighter. The spacecraft enters, return 2 target non-spacecraft creatures to their owner's hands. Whenever the spacecraft attacks, defending player mills 4 cards. I'm setting that aside. I have funny. I'm thinking of some funny applications with that later. Anyway, Synthesis Algam. Enters with number 1/1s equal to the amount of mana cast it. Right. Every attack you may remove 1/1 counter from each of the 2 creatures you control. Yep, okay, cool. 4. Swarm color. When this creature comes tapped, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, draw a card. And then a mountain. The one downside is that there are a lot of fucking lander tokens that I am now in possession of. But I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of them. We have 2 packs left. Will we get the card that we're now suddenly after? Probably not. Heckin'. Give me pain for all. Show me pain for all. Bombard, Dark Endurance, Light Jammer, Starfighter Pilot, Sami's Curiosity, Swarm Color, Red Tiger Macon, Uthros Scan Ship. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. And at 8, it becomes a 4/4 flying. Jeez, that's so much. And for 4 mana, Tragic Trajectory. Card creature, yep. Okay, yep, we've seen that before. Left Stalker Ardent. Whenever another creature or artifact you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent, and you can work for 1. This doesn't say non-token. That has some very funny application. That has some very funny application. Okay. Keep that in mind. Biomechan Engineer, create a lander token, pay 8, draw 2 cards, create 2. Yeah, right. Seems okay. Ooh. Hello. It's not the full art one, which I would have actually liked to see too. But hello. I know what this does. And it can warp. So funny thing. This plus a lot of different things is really funny. Entering the battlefield causes trigger pretty control that period. Yeah, so this is quite funny in certain scenarios. And I love it. Boil nutrient block. Fair enough. And an island. It doubles landfall too. Good lord, yeah, you're right. It does double landfall. Yeah, this needs to go in Omega. I think Starfield Vocalist is already in Omega. I need to double check. Actually, I can just double check that right now. Uh-oh. What is happening to poor Mochi? Mochi's having some serious technical shenanigans going on her side. What is happening over there? What is happening to our favorite Soul Reaper? What is going on? All right, let me go to Moxfield and actually look up what I've been meaning to look up. All right, my decks go to Omega. The Omega Protocol. No clue, mate. Yeah, what that? For me, it's not even loading. It's just there's a network error. Try again later. It's not even letting me tune in. I think it's finally going through. No, it's not even going through now. I hope it's not that for like if it's just me that's like that, I'd be okay with that. I hope everyone else can actually watch. Cause that's that's rough. Okay, yeah, Starfield Vocalist is in Omega. I want the other version though. I like the dude is cool and all, but come on. I need the other one. The Japanese special one. Yeah, it's so expensive. You are correct. At the same time, however, it was buffering and lagging so hard for me I had to close the stream. Yeah. Okay, I guess to put in context, Tudor, a card that I would want the most is $2,000 and I will never ever touch. $60 by comparison? Whatever. All right, last pack. I'm tempted by the Miku Azusa. Wait, what? The Miku Azusa? Hang on. I should look this up. Miku. Yeah, Secret Lair. I've got some of the Miku Secret Lair myself, actually. I should try and get my hands on the rest, though. Miku Lost but Sing. Wait. Don't I? Hang on. Oh, I don't have that. You're right. No, yeah. I want that one, but I don't have it. Oh, yeah, that one's a good one. That one's a good one. That's just, it's all the Miku cards. I'm so sad I didn't, I have the Final Fantasy one instead. Ah, that one's good too, though. Life for each creature you control. Oh, wait. Actually, Miku Divine Diva. I could just go, that would be really funny and hope action. I'm getting bad ideas. Stop. I need to stop looking at the Miku cards. I'm getting bad ideas. Let's open this last pack. I'm getting bad ideas. I need to stop looking. My wallet is already in pain. Starbreach Whale, Starport Security, Germinating Worm, Cav Landseeker, Swarm Color, Radiant Strike, Larval Scoutlander. When the spacecraft enters, you may sacrifice a land or lander. If you do, search your library for 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield that tapped, and then shuffle. It's not bad. That's basically Springdroom Druid, yeah. Emergency Eject. Destroy target non-land permanent as creator creates a lander token. Okay. Monoist Sentry. Defender. 4/1 Defender. Okay. Vault Guard Trooper. Control 2 more tap creatures. You may discard your hand if you draw 2 cards. Okay. Card Light Containment. Check artifact you control. When this art enters, exile target creature an opponent controls until this art leaves the battlefield. Enchantment permanent has Ward 1. Still check. She's lagging hard for me. Yeah, that really. Oh, it looks like she's rated out. It's so bad she rated out. No, Mochi. I was half tempted to send you guys her way too. No, poor Mochi. I hate it when she has technical issues like this. It's so heartbreaking. No. Gosh darn it. All right. Well, I hope everyone can have a fun time listening to other folks. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Yeah, that is rough. Parlay Containment is an interesting thing for me here. It's both I'm gonna set this over here. That's interesting. Foil Cryo Shatter. And I think Foil Plains. Dang, the desire sensor started kicking in. At the last minute. The desire sensor kicked in and stiffed us. We got a lot of really cool stuff, though. A lot of cool lands. At least Pain for All is cheap. No, on that I can agree. Pain for All is quite cheap. I forgot about Startfield Vocalist until the end. If I had remembered, I would have censored myself into wanting the other version. She's quad streaming and it's torturing her PC. Oh, that's right. She was going to try quad streaming this time. Wait, but that's... I don't know if that's... Wait. No. Hold on. Is it torture? Yeah, because if she's quad streaming, it has to encode and send that out 4 times. If she's doing it native from her computer, oh my god, that's going to be torture. Wait. Oh no. Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and TikTok. Wait, was it Kick or was it Twitter? I thought it was Twitter. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. Okay, I do know it was Twitter. unfortunate though. Yeah, it looked like it blew up her PC a little bit. Okay, that would probably be why. I need to remember what the penalty is. I forget if it's you need a strong computer or you need a strong upload speed. And I thought it was upload speed. Let me Google this. I think she mentioned she wanted to try kick, but I think there was a reason why she wasn't going to. I can't remember. Okay, so multi-streaming can use more CPU power. And if you're not using a site like Restream, I'm pretty sure you're having to send it out to all 4 sites, so you need good upload as well. Oops, sorry, bonk. Mochi's upload stream, I remember from doing the last set of technical stuff with her, it's not strong enough to handle all 4 multis at once. It can probably handle 2, maybe 3, but all 4, that's a big ask. When she said she was gonna multi-stream, I thought it was only gonna be like 1. I respect her bravery for going for it though. Like all the respect in the world. She walked right in and she just planted her foot and said, "We're doing this." And fuck yeah, that's awesome. Even if it didn't work out this time. I hope she gets it figured out though. If she can get the right requirements and get it sorted, that is an amazing thing to be able to do. Okay, that is the entire booster box. Holy freaking criminy. There's some really cool stuff in here. I love Age of Eternities. This is such a cool set. We got so much cool stuff. It has been an adventure to go through this set. I freaking swear. It's the only one I haven't bought a full box for yet. I wasn't even planning on it. Thank you, Katsubro, for doing this. I already sent him a picture of the Sphinx, of the Quantum Riddler, and we just got an update. Mochi aborted the stream. Yeah, it looked like she raided out from what I could see. Big Sage. Blah, blah, blah. Big Sage. Big Sage. All right. I have Sad Ghost. Big Sad me too. Listen, I know we're not exactly an ASMR community here, but I support the homies here, so I would have raided into her anyway. Because everyone would like a little bit of company. That's a thing. All right, but alas, we'll have to change that plan. And I to be fair, I think I think the stream might have outlasted her anyway, since I was planning on doing Arc Nights after this too. But alas. All right, we're gonna set this into here. Mwahaha! And now it is in the case. This art is so good. I love this set. I can't get over how much I love this set. It's so much fun. Oh yeah, did I share with you guys the funny test proxy I did for Ristic Study? I think I mentioned that I did it, but I don't think I showed you guys what I ended up making. Because holy shit, it's fucking degenerate as fuck. Hang on, let me grab it. Let me grab it. Nani? Okay, hang on. Let me grab this. Let me grab this. All right. Oh wait, this isn't the full version. Hang on. This isn't the full version. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I've got it saved. Hang on. Hold that thought. We can do better. Where did my file explorer go? There it is. I will find this. I know I've got it in here somewhere. I just have to remember my exact file path because I am a disorganized little shit. Oh, there it is. Found it. Oh, that's not... Whoops. That's not where I wanted to put that. Okay, there we go. That's also not it. That's the incomplete version. Hello? Is it somewhere else? Oh, it is somewhere else. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. There it is. There's our Ristic buddy. Everything's on fire. This is a pretty much accurate. This is an accurate description for my board state when I play this card. This becomes my board state. It's on fucking fire. The study just burned down, guys. Don't worry about it. You're not allowed to hold on to that card and live. It's not allowed. It's banned. You just get destroyed instead. I'm wanting to do more funny proxies like that. I'm actually making I don't know if I said this before. Do mad respect to the Data Live playmat. Thank you. I always forget that I actually have this. It does need to be cleaned a little bit. I do need to clean it. But this thing is fucking massive. Like, holy shit. I'm zooming out a little bit. It's fucking huge. This thing is massive in its size. It's ridiculous. It's got all the girls from the first 3 fucking seasons on here. It's freaking nuts. It's such a beautiful mat. I love it. I love it. Data Live is a good time. Okay. That's that. That's that. I don't think I wanted to necessarily put anything else in a protective casing here. Not really. Okay, I need to get this cleaned up for a moment here. Let me grab some supplies. Love that anime. I need to cut out. I think it was me. I haven't even started season 4. I'm behind. I stopped after season 3's freaking madness. Like, it's been like 6 years since I watched season 3 at this point. First of all, holy crap. Second of all, like, looking back on it, it wasn't the best anime of all time, but the level of mindfuckery that I was just enjoying, beautiful. The level of, yes, the thing you've wanted and desired for all this time can now finally be granted. Also, the monkey's paw curls. Congratulations, dumbass. It's beautiful. It's simply majestic. All right, I need to store these. Who cares if it was the best of all time? You're enjoying it. Exactly! Exactly. Nothing necessarily needs to be the greatest thing ever invented. If you enjoy it, that is enough. It's kind of an example of, I may drag, something like SAO's name through the mud every second of every day, but if somebody's enjoying it, I will always encourage that person to continue enjoying it, because it's just better that way. Just enjoy things. Right, I forgot I technically got this. Just because I ended up in a card order. I don't know why or how, it just did. Don't forget the Exalted Sunborn. Oh, true, yeah. It's in here, isn't it? Oh, I didn't. I put it in the rest of the pile. Good point. Let me track that down. I should probably have that somewhere where I can find it pretty easily. That's worth more than those lands. True. Very true. All right. All right. Cool. Exalted Sunborn. Protected. There. That's gonna go in a very specific spot in this spot. That was the ALO arc from season 1 of Sword Art Sucked. Loved the rest of the series. Yeah, Alfheim. Alfheim was fucking. I don't know what they were going for with that. I don't have a single freaking clue. What was the plan there? Come on with the Cattery manufacturer mirror mine crown. You're from so many tokens you lose track. And I can lose. Yeah, fair enough. Don't need to tell me twice. I love losing track of my board state. I feel so bad when I get to a really built end board with Kilo because I have so many options and lines that I could follow that it takes me way too freaking long to try and figure out what the flip I'm doing. And I feel bad every single time. It takes me a minute. Okay. That's down as potential side pieces. Actually, a lot of these are just commons that I ended up throwing into the freaking. If these are just commons, what am I doing? Set these with the rest. Okay. There we go. Give me my Starfield vocalist. Get that one put in a thing. Perfect. Okay, where's Kilo? I gotta make some switches. Where the flip is Kilo? Yeah, too much thinking, not for me. I just get hit with 96-2 Trample Tifa Commander. There you go. Get punched, nerd! Okay. Oh my, hello, Kilo. I have not unboxed you in way too long. I actually need to play the game again. It's been way too freaking long. That's fine. It's an artifact land that needs to stay. Looking for something specific here. Oh, no, it wasn't Silver Bluff Bridge. I was looking for, I think. Sacred Foundry that I was after. Means I need. I will find it eventually. I will find what I'm looking for eventually. Scry 1 is okay. I know there's something here that would be a decent trade. There's my. Okay, so I didn't side my Sarama. It's still in here. It just never gets to see play for some freaking reason. Yeah, that and my Cyberdrive. It's freaking Cyberdrive. I never get. I've been so tempted to side Cyberdrive. It doesn't get. It's so expensive for what it does, but it's also really good, and I never get the right timing for it. I know it's good. It has won me a game. It's just timing is a pain in the butt. I really thought I had Awake in the Past with Cyberdrive. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that is exactly what happened. After I got half my deck milled. Wake the Past was the only card in my hand, and I was fighting a mill deck with the mana to play it. The most beautiful end of the game of all time. Cyber Dragon. Okay, now I wanna create a proxy of Cyberdrive Awakener as just a Cyber Dragon. Because that would be funny. Okay. All of my red-white lands are actually decent already. That's the silly part here. I'll probably just get rid of my Temple of Enlightenment. Do it? I will fucking do it. I'll need to figure out how to draw a dragon. I stole a win from someone with Hellkite Charger and Sozin's Comet plus fire. Oh, for infinite combat? No! I will fight you an infinite number of times and there is nothing you can do about it. Damn, that's super fucked. This has been a while. The deck has kind of moved away from this, but my favorite thing about this is I can essentially make what we've done, my friends have called Super GLaDOS. What happens if you give GLaDOS the 7 Chaos Emeralds? My favorite thing of all time. About Super State. Okay, it's in here. Freaking, did I pass it? I swear I'm dumb. I know it's in here. Where the flip? It's in here somewhere. I remember when these sleeves were so slippery and I couldn't play this deck. Nope, I need artifact lands are kind of valuable, as much of a pain as they are. Because artifact count is very, very helpful. Well, not as quite as important, but still helpful. What? Actually, you know what? We're just gonna get rid of Secluded Step, actually. Because there is never a point where I have triggered it cycling. If I am drawing it, it is getting played as a land. So I'm gonna torch it. And we're gonna go Sacred Foundry instead. All right, cool. That's an upgrade. All right, what else did we have? We had some other. Oh, right. Okay, I don't want to put in Silencer immediately. I don't feel like being that terrible person yet, but it's going in the sideboard. Speaking of which, where is my sideboard for Kilo? This is my Kilo set. You can also use an Inkmoth Nexus. Oh, do tell. Inkmoth Nexus. Land. Add one to your mana pool. Inkmoth because a 1/1 Blinkmoth artifact. Flying and infect until the end of turn. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, fair point. That's another way to do it. But yeah, admittedly, that could probably be fun to have in a side as well. I don't want to just infinitely throw out Min. I need to work out. I use that with Toph Earthbend 4 double strike. Someone dies in one. Oh my god, that's annoyingly terrifying. Yeah, I have a whole set, like, side deck essentially. I need to create a spreadsheet of what substitutes what for how terrible I'm feeling. I honestly just need to get more of one sleeve and make my life easier, but, you know, we'll get there. Okay, I know I want to play with the Pinnacle Star Cage at some point. I mean, I think all of these are just going to get sleeved. Okay, Command Bridge was just going to go in. Because I know I control a number of tap lands already, so I can just swap one out for Command Bridge. Tapped irrigated farmland. That's a promising one to switch. Temple of Enlightenment at least gives me a scry. Bastion is still useful. Or waste doesn't enter tapped. Sulfur Falls is at least decent. That's an artifact land. Artifact land. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be irrigated farmland because that's just an annoying land that has never treated me well in any circumstance where it matters. So in command bridge goes in. Side out that little piece. I need more clear sleeves. Gosh darn it. I do need to build a Toff deck, though, because that would be fun. I think you, as an upgrade, Inventors Fair. Ooh, do tell. Inventors Fair. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 more artifacts, you gain 1 life. Search your library for an artifact card reveal, put in your hand, shuffle your library, activate the ability to control 3 more artifacts. Fair enough, actually. That is generic colorless, but it does at least give me some life. It's not the worst thing I could have. True. Okay. So what else could go in immediately? Uthros Exile. Uthros Exile has a couple of things that are really desirable. It is only 3. It is flying, which I don't have enough of. And on enter, it just gives a 1/1 counter, which is insanely valuable. That has crazy value. The question is, what would be the appropriate switch for something like that? Or Tapper is a candidate, because more often than not, charge counters are not as valuable for me as 1/1s. I'll just side roll that one. Maybe I'll pull a dumb inside Emery again. I actually did that at one point. I got yelled at very deservedly for that decision. I proceeded to not make that mistake again. Surge Conductor just gives Proliferate. Mendicant is harder for me to get going, but a flyer helps with that. Dockworker's valuable. Starport Security is decent defense. But I'm really leaving mana. I guess depending on the setup, I am leaving mana up. I think it may just be Core Tapper. Oh yeah, Uthros is also just not a card I'm getting to play a lot of, for crying out loud. If people don't remove your Mendicant, they deserve to lose. The problem I have is I'm having a hard time getting Mendicant going. But you're right, they would deserve to lose if I got to max speed. I just need to more reliably get to max speed. Okay. Alcator has proven to be more helpful than I thought it would be. Fucking lonely sandbar. He's better as commander, but it's one of the 99. It's tough. Yeah, true. The thing is, he's still useful even as one of the 99. The only thing that's holding him back is I'm often stopped from actually dealing damage to players. If I can get around that limitation, he's gonna be fucking fantastic to have on board, even as one of the 99. It's just overcoming that little hurdle is painful. Put that thing that pings when other facts enter. True, actually, I should find whatever that is and get that in there. Yeah. Good synergy piece. Okay. Think. Okay. Or just impact tremors. True. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to side out Core Tapper for now. I may regret this decision, but I'm going to test it, and I'm going to put in Uthros Exile. Simply because when an artifact enters, getting 1/1s is very massive. It does fix some issues, and Core Tapper really hasn't solved any, if that makes sense. Okay, so got a couple more here. Atomic Microsizer, I think I know what I can do with that. There is something I could potentially switch here for it. Because that does do a lot. Potentially, because I would still have to attack with something that I may not want to lose it, and then Kilo gets through. I think I would have to test that. I think it would definitely, require testing to make sure it would work the way I'm hoping it does. Yeah, watery. No, it wasn't water. Was it watery? I don't think it was watery grasp. I think the thing I'm thinking of, I've already sided out because it wasn't as helpful as I thought it was going to be. Okay. Well, I'm going to try that instead. I'll leave watery grasp around. So this is where I probably need to start making some tougher decisions about the deck in general. Because the problem that I have right now is that it wants to do a lot and has a lot of cool cards in it. It cannot support everything that it's doing and while at the same time doing it well. I'm going to need to make a decision on what I want to do with the deck. Unfortunately. Because it needs the ability to get out cards and move. Yeah, it's decision. Do you substitute fun for consistency, right? And that's kind of the world that I'm stuck in a little bit. However, I will say, Golem Foundry, while a fun card, cannot move fast enough. Out of all the cards that I could potentially put on the chopping block, Golem Foundry is not one of my fun cards. So I think I will cite it for something. Because it is not on the list of, like, on the past, Golem Foundry is like, yeah, this is nice. It's artifacts. It gets me more artifacts. It gets me stuff on the board. But now it's like, it doesn't get me golems fast enough to do anything. I can't proliferate fast enough to create enough golems for it to matter. So we're not going to do that. I will instead up for consistency, and I shall go for Honor. As a cheap way to, you need to move stuff onto it with Moxite Refinery to make a ton at once. Yeah, exactly. And the number of times I've had both Golem Foundry and Moxite Refinery on the field at the same time to do that has been precisely like 0. It has been like zip, 0, nada. And whenever that has been the case, I have had better targets for Moxite Refinery that I've wanted to use instead. Where it's, you know, moving a bunch of 1/1s onto a creature for a finisher, or moving a bunch of charge counters onto Darksteel Heart or something of that degree. So, yeah, Golem Foundry isn't doing quite what I need it to, unfortunately. Okay, so Hardlight Containment is decent protection, but don't know if I really want to play that game here. If I did, I'd probably... yeah. Saving Graces, so you can get non-summon sick. Yeah, basically you could do it on an opponent's end step, get a bunch of golems, and then they wouldn't have summoning sickness, which would be a good play to make. If I could ever play the combo! Which is, you know, the unfortunate pain part about it. Hardlight Containment is an interesting little piece here. It is temporary removal and Ward 1. The problem is, I don't think that's going to help. I'm going to put it in the side deck because against what I'm fighting at my table, Ward 1 is basically useless. It may as well not have Ward at all. So not as helpful. I mean, it might be helpful early game, but not so much. I think it would require testing, and I think I would want to... Losing Kilo is annoying, but is not so crippling as I wanting to mess with my deck's balance to add more protection to it. Scour for Scrap is an interesting thing. I don't think... The Intimidator is a fun card that I think belongs in another version of Kilo, not this one. Weftstalker Ardent. There's so many better white instants that can protect, yeah. The only thing that was, like, beneficial to me is how cheap it is. Not one. Considering how hard it is for me to keep open mana with what I'm doing, but at the same time. Weftstalker is only good assuming I'm going wide with artifacts. And I'm kind of moving away from going wide with artifacts in this version of Kilo. The only thing that this really synergizes with at scale that matters is Hangerback Walker and 3/4 Thunderhulk. nothing, and both of those are just kind of good on their own for me to want to keep them in because they're funny. But I don't play enough artifacts for Weftstalker to be a worth. Devoted Caretaker, repeatable protection. Oh, hello. Okay, Devoted Caretaker. Creature, Cleric, white tap, permanent spectrum, instant spells, and sort. Ooh. You have a point. That is a far better option. You're right. And it's flexible. And then you copy it with something and turn it into an artifact and it untaps with Unwinding Clockwork. That is like a 3-step process for something I will never see, but that's funny to think about. You can do that. Again, I would never get to actually do it in a match, but it is very funny as a line if it were to ever happen. Okay, so Wormwall. Surveil 2 is helpful for me to actually get to stuff that I want at a 2 cost, and having something that can 1 tap Kilo is helpful. 2 be a flyer is also helpful, but what would it substitute for? Because Surveil 2 and flying is on its own not enough. Unless I find a suitable replacement target. Problem is, Darkworker Drone just offers a bit more. Starport Security offers some tap protection that can just be a bit better. Though Starport actually will probably get switched for Devoted Caretaker. Resourceful Defense. I need to play more of Resourceful Defense. I never get to play it because it's bad timings. I usually need the mana for other stuff, so it can't ever get on board. Which is more of a deck building problem surrounding Resourceful Defense than it is with Resourceful Defense. Phyrexian Metamorph is really funny. Do you have a Patrolling Peacemaker in that? I do, yeah. I think we just passed it, actually. I know we just saw it. It's in here. I freaking... Oh, wait, no, we haven't seen Peacemaker yet, but it's in here. I know. The whole commit crimes and just make me stronger thing, yeah, that's way too funny. Yeah, there it is. There's my Peacemaker. I commit crime. Or rather, I watch everyone else commit crime and then I laugh in insanity. As they only make me stronger with every crime they commit. You know what the funny part is? Rust Harvester is in theory supposed to be a crazy endgame piece for me to move a bunch of counters onto and then just start killing people. It has never ever gotten to you that for its intended purpose. It always has to be played early game because I need something on the board. I am so sad at that. Oh, that does make me extremely sad. Dang. I can't find anything that I would want to switch for this Wormwall. I only need Pemon's Aura is too funny. Thirst for Knowledge is draw. Don't remove that because while it's not spicy, it is consistency. Stone Amulet is just good, cheaper. Hummingbird is extremely valuable for proliferate. Eighth is fun. It might have to be, if I wanted to make this play, it would probably have to be Malcator. Because while it's good, it's not a good consistency piece. I think I'm as fun as Malcator has been, I think I'm gonna try it. It doesn't quite fit as well. It's been too situational for me to make effective. I know it's good with the right deck build. I don't think I'm going for the right fit that makes Malcator work for me. Which does make me quite sad. Okay, Scour for Scrap. If I can switch it for for something that is of equal mana value, it would be worth it. I have ideas in mind. But the question is, what would I actually make the switch for? Not you, not you, not you. Lux Cannon is way too good at its job. The Lux Cannon kind of fits the same thing as the Dawnspire Dreadnought, where it will draw the attention of everything on the board just because it can. For simply existing in the same space. Also, if I feel, yeah, it's protection. Yeah, it also lets me it gives me the ability to pettily blow up somebody's land if I feel like dying. Which, if somebody's getting land fucked, is a real dick move. But I hope they haven't been talking that shit. And then I get clapped in the next 30 seconds. Because I will have deservedly done so. Okay, let's see. You're telling me someone board wipes, I shouldn't animate all their lands and send them back to the Stone Age? Exact! Oh, that way. Oh, that's so mean! That's so mean! Oh, no, that's, you know what, that's justified. I totally did that to someone. That's mean in the best way possible. So wait, hang on, what is this? Camel Fist of Krosa. Okay. Let's see. Target land becomes a 1/1 creature till end of turn. It's still a land. Wait. Any target land. 50 counters. So you just put their lands all on the board and they just knock them down. Oh, that's so mean. That's so mean. Oh, that's so gross. I love that so much, though. That's beautiful. Okay, the one thing that I wish I had in Kilo's Colors is the ability to move these indestructible counters around. Frickin' swear, if I need to maybe find something that has that ability. Because that would be fucking nuts. Okay, Trying to find a good target for this, and I'm not. Nesting Grounds land. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Wait. I didn't need this power? And thank you for pointing it out to me. Because I now realize that, yes, somebody else has done this to me. And I don't know how I didn't pick up on that a while ago. That's a good option. I should absolutely do that. Okay, this is where the consistency thing is going to start fucking with my ability for fun. What am I going to do here? What is my plan? I think I know what I'm gonna switch for it. I think I know what I'm gonna switch for it. Unfortunately, I've had some good times with this card, but I think it is time to embrace a little bit of consistency. It is not the Patrolling Peacemaker. I still want you. Sorry. It's in here somewhere. I will find you. You cannot hide from me. Modern times call for modern solutions. Sorry, Moxite, you're too useful for me to switch out. You have too much possible utility. There it is. Starport Security. Oh, it hurts because that actually is a one cost that Starport Security is only good in a situation where it has both 1/1 counters on it. And even then, it's only really good in a situation where I have enough mana open to actually do stuff. We'll do Scour for Scrap, and we'll try. We'll see what happens. I don't like... it severely ups my mana curve there, but it is both a tutor and a recovery. We'll roll with it. And then we're just gonna leave Weft Stalker sighted for now, because it's not doing enough, at least for the moment. Okay. Well, that was slightly painful, actually. But that is the deck in a current updated format. Do we have any fun lands? Like, just basic lands I want to add to it? I know they're already all full art, but... No, I didn't really... Oh, I guess this is another one I need to put into a thing. No? Oh, yeah, I forgot. We also got Breeding Pool early on. Okay, cool. So that's the thing. That did happen. And now everything is handled, at least for the moment. That's a shock. It's a hit. It's a good hit. Okay. Yeah, let me pull that out, actually. Full art Shockland. Before I combine my stack of lands with the rest of my stack of lands. Because that's going to go in Omega! Big shock there. All right. Cool. Set that to the side. Set that to the side. Set these off to the side. I am so excited to walk into my local game store or with my pod and play Kilo. I always enjoy the lines that I end up making with that deck. Even if I end up getting nucleared off the board shortly after. Let me put this away really quickly here and then clean up the desk. Sometimes it's not winning, sometimes it's about sending a message. Exactly. I do remember there was one game at my game store that I could have won on the spot. I had enough mana to Urza, Kilo, and permanents infinite. I had the ability to go infinite, get infinite counters, Dark Steel Heart, win the game on the spot. I elected to do something funny with Dawn-Sire and got clapped as a result, but gosh darn it, was it fun. It's not about winning, damn it. It's about sending a message. Or rather, it's about casting message with your fist and a giant laser beam. Oh, such a good time. Yep, you can find a sum for Pain for All, then you can both send a message and win. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, if I had Pain for All at the time, oh, that would have been such a fun little combo. That would have been so good. All right, we're actually at the 3-hour mark at this point, so I think I will probably just raid out as well. My funniest play, someone played a stuffy doll targeting this one guy, and I Mockingbird copied it and targeting him. I love that. Oh my word. The first time I ever went infinite with Urza Kilo was extremely funny because somebody at our table had loaned one of our friends his deck that he wanted tested in more experienced hands. It was like a weird cat-bird hybrid thing. He was about to pop off with an emblem on one of his planeswalkers in this test deck that would have been, I can't remember what the exact effect or card was, but it would have been really bad for the entire table. So I naturally threw, because I wanted my proliferate anyway, I threw Kilo at it to try and stall for time. Because there were no blockers, there was no way to stop it. Kilo was moving it, hasted speed. However, the owner of the deck tried to protect this emblem with which would have fucked him over because it was funny. So in the spirit of the game, the guy counterspelled against himself to stop his own emblem. Which then that counterspell was no longer in the game for then to go infinite 2 turns later. It was a really weird game. 2 players at the table barely got into their board states before the game was just over. It was absolutely ridiculous. Quite a silly game, if I do say so myself. So many games like that too. It's just ridiculous. Oh my word. All right. As much as I would like to continue, however, I'm going to take care of some stuff, get some food in me, and chill out for the evening. Tomorrow is an art stream, so we'll be doing some art there. I wish I could show you guys. I'm working on another one of the proxies. That is Tenshi as Eddie the Judge, just swinging a mod banhammer down like a smite from the heavens. But yeah, the pose and whatnot, Twitch might get mad at me for that one. So we'll work on something else instead. I'm not normally known for magic shenanigans. However, thank you everybody for being here regardless. So if I don't catch any of you further beyond this point today, thank you for stopping in. However, we do have a lot of fun with other stuff as well. So feel free to stick around if you so desire. I know we'll be doing, I think we're trying to get some Kirby Air Riders with Momo on Friday. So keep posted for that. But yeah, thank you everybody. We're going to go ahead and raid Monica, who is doing some Paper Mario. And apparently this is the first time she's doing Paper Mario on stream, so we're gonna go support the friendo. So yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. Make sure to eat lots of water, drink lots of food, take care of yourselves. Thank you for hanging out so much, and have a good night. Peace! I can actually get to my controls though.